How y'all is fragging grandpa. Back in the 30s, in the Depression era, they had these towns. They had these little places where people put together little huts and shanties. They pulled together wood and plastic and anything they could get a hold of, little pieces of metal and signs and stuff. And built little shanties, little shacks to stay in, because they were displaced from their homes and they had no jobs and stuff. So they started living off the land, and they would go to like parks or the outskirts of town, and they would build these little huts, little shanty towns. They called them Hoover towns because they blamed the president at the time, Hoover, on all the depressions. And I thought I would try to recreate that as much as I could here in Fallout. So what I have here is a little shanty town or a Hoover town pulled together. If we take a walk down through the middle of the little town here, we can see where people were pulled together and lived as a community. So what we have here, we have this big first hut here is where Granddaddy and his grandchild or granddaughter lives. This is the biggest, and it has the most decorations in it because at one time they were a family, but nobody's left now but him and his daughter. So they have a lot of stuff in there. Go on across here, there's the guy, this hut here belongs to the newest guy in the community, and he's don't have a whole lot of stuff. He just moved into a shack that was already there and kind of made it his home. Next one we have on the block here is a guy who came in and built this little hut, or pulled his stuff together and make this little shanty for himself here. And then at the very back we have a shack where a man and his wife had made a little shack to pull stuff together where they could live and be out of the weather and things. We look walking down the middle of the track here. What we have a little place where they cook, a little community type table where they would sit and have a little lunches and picnics and stuff. And looks like the men have been playing cards on this table recently. Over on the other side of it, we have a bench made out of a log around a little makeshift fireplace here where they can sit some cold nights and keep warm. We have some logs over here where they used to build the fire. If we go around back of the little town here, we can see where there's an old junk car that's been there for a while, but we can see some of the stuff that they bought in packages and crates and stuff, and just piled up beside the shanties and stuff because there was no room for them. And going around the back, you can see the clothesline. They got a clothesline here they put together where they could wash out their sheets and clothes and stuff and hang them on the clothesline. They have a little farm back here, a little area where they grow some crops so they can have some vegetables to eat. They got a little chicken coop where they can have eggs. And they've got a cow, so they can milk a cow or a Brahman, and they can milk the Brahman and have some Brahman milk. Come on around the side to see a little place where they hang their game up and they clean and dress their game. We go over here back in the bushes over here. There was a toilet or a little place where they can go to the bathroom. Outhouse. They built a little makeshift shower here beside it, and it worked out good because it was right here beside a well that had already been here, which is one of the reasons that they decided to pull up here, is because of the well. Going around the back, you can see how the houses are boarded up with boards and signs and pieces of fence and junk fences and whatever they could find to pull together. Tent tops and stuff like that they just pulled stuff together, whatever they could find and put together to build a hunt or a shanty out of. They didn't have a whole lot. They took what they could bring. Granddad here and Grandma let the grandchild bring a lot of the toys and stuff because they didn't have the heart to tell her she couldn't bring the stuff with her. We're going in their little shack here. You can see Grandma's prized possession back here. Her display case back here, her prized possession. We have a mirror on the wall that Grandma had brought. Grandma's not with us any longer. It's just Granddaddy and the grandchild, the granddaughter. A little table where they will sit and eat. Some places to sit. There's a picture of the daughter there, the child's mother, on the wall. Up above the door, he has a shotgun where he protects him and his granddaughter with it. If you come on around the side here, we can go around the side past the dividers here, and we can see the little room where that the granddaughter stays in. Like I said, they let her have all of her toys and stuff that she could bring with her dolls and her plushies and things. And this is her little bed with her princess cover on it. And this is the bed over here where Grandpa stays with his new girl cover on it. And like I said, it's just the inside's all creaky and boarded up and trashy looking because they just threw together what they had to throw together. Some of the roof was gone, so they threw a piece of tarp over the top of it to keep the rain from coming in. And we're going back out the door here, and we'll take a look at some of the other huts, some of the other shanties we have.
It's important to build good habits, even when you aren't feeling
Back down toward the middle here, we can take a look at this first guy. Like I said, he is the newest guy to the community. He didn't have much and don't have much. He just came in and made a little home, this little shack that was already here. He brought his stuff and his mattresses and pulled them in here. And you can see it's in a bad state of disrepair. He still needs to do some work covering up some holes and stuff. But he did hang his curtain here to use as a door to keep the wind from coming in through here. This is the guy here. He came and he has a little bit of stuff. You can see it parked on the side here in the crates. And if you open the makeshift door he's got here, go on the side, you can see, he had a little makeshift table and he had a bed and he brought all this stuff. He used signs on the wall to cover up some of the holes here and some boards here to make a wall out of. And on this side, he didn't have the stuff to make a wall out of, didn't have no boards and stuff. So he used cloth, some old drapes and curtains and stuff they had, and it kind of made a makeshift wall out of that. And if you come on around, you see where he reinforced it with some wiring. So he has some wiring that he reinforced it with. And this back wall had been here a while. You see the vines growing up through it. Got some trash cans there on the side. And the man and woman next door house over there stuff in crates on the side in the alleyway here also. Go back around the front and close his door because, we don't want him to come home and see his door open though we've been in there. So we'll close his door. Back, and we'll go take a look at the couple's house here. Their little home they made. The guy brought together all kind of boards and signs and stuff we put together. Some junk fences and some fences. And the crates kind of help support the wall. Some of the stuff's been here a while because it's got vines growing up through it and stuff. Some of the stuff he drug up and put together. Again, the roof wasn't in a really good shape. So he used a piece of a tent or a tarp on the roof. You can see where the lady, the young girl, has put some floral decorations out. And on the inside, she's also done that to make it look more earthy or more lived in. She put some decorations here. A little table that they used to eat on again. A wash basin here. Some of their clothes and stuff are in the suitcases with their candle and their little bed to sleep in. And if we can back off, we can see they have a candle and they have a light hanging over the post in the middle, with the post holding up the part of the roof here and the tarp in the middle, so, you know, keeping the rain off of them. We'll go back out this door here. We'll close that back so they won't know that we've been in here either, so. But we can go on around and we're going to take a look around the place from the back side of the home here. You can see how they kind of drug stuff up together. This is kind of my rendition of a Hoover town that would have been in the post-apocalypse of Fallout 76. So I hope you like it and enjoy it, and hope it gives you some ideas. And I thank you for watching. And until next time, this is Grandpa. Y'all be good and be safe.